real. I contemplate about how I feel.
All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in to Latin Evolution Radio. It is your host, Isaiah Jeremiah Williams, and you are listening to The Zay Show on Latin Evolution Radio. Wherever you're tuning in from, I want to say thank you, be it YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Check out all of our platforms. All of them are worth checking out. And most importantly, I need everybody to download the Latin Evolution Radio app, because we have it and you need to tune into it ASAP. It's definitely worth tuning into. We have some of the hottest artists out right now, and we're going to continue to do so and keep impressing the community and the world that we provide for. So thank you, everybody. We have a lot to talk about. Like I said, on the last couple of shows, we did the Zay Show on the series of drowning. And that's something everybody can relate to, be it your business, work, school, home, be it your goals. I mean, I have some people that I look up to that are still in the process of finding themselves drowning through their business. They think their business isn't succeeding, be it their relationship, even if it's like a 20, 30-year-old relationship. I mean, you can still have those topics that we can relate to. And it really shows, like, through the couple weeks, the people that have reached out to me, they've been people that you wouldn't suspect, more or less, to be going through things that we all go through. I mean, me, the most recent thing that I went through in regards to drowning was feeling like I didn't know who I was or where I was going to fit in. And the second I found who I was, Isaiah Jeremiah, I absolutely took off. And that's kind of how I found my breath in today's day and age. I feel like as society as a whole, we're kind of drowning. And something that I say a lot in regards to filters is the fact that I feel like all of us, I mean, I fall victim into it too, are trying to be something that you aren't, more or less. Putting up your own personal filter, be it you bought this car to impress a person, be it you dress a certain way because that's what you want the world to look at you as, even though, I mean, I've had it before where I was wearing a whole outfit that was more than I had in my bank account at a time, and what was the purpose of that? I mean, it didn't do any good in itself. Or you can even be a person who's always preaching positivity and still facing some of the biggest demons that you possibly could. I mean, I did that last year. I faked a smile for so long, and it didn't get me anywhere. I was drowning in my own thoughts. I was drowning in my own depression, and more or less the fact that I was trying to be someone else for everybody around me. And that's something I know all of you guys can face and relate to too. So if you're still drowning and can't find your way out and being your own true person, please reach out, because I have so many people and so many different ideas and outlooks from the people that I have talked to that maybe that one of those stories could be the one that helps you. I want to say a huge thank you to True Dempsey. We had the Two True crew here at Latin Evolution Radio. It was absolutely insane. Everybody check out Brody Pedersen's YouTube, because he actually made a little documentary in regards to what it was like being on the Zay Show and being on Latin Evolution Radio. It is a sick video, and I want you guys all to tune into it, because it was different. It was definitely different seeing yourself on like a little documentary. And I just want to say congratulations to you guys, because you're doing amazing as the Two True crew, and you're inspiring the ones around you. So I just want to say thank you to that. And thank you for the Jordans that you provided us. I mean, I almost cried on camera, but I didn't, right? So big thank you to the Two True crew, and definitely True Dempsey. That man is going insane. Once you see him on BET or VH1, just know that he started off on the Zay Show. We had the opportunity of giving him his first interview. And he himself, be it having 170,000 subscribers, driving with a super nice car, always dripped out, known as a rapper around, still faces his own things in which he could drown in, and be it being a white rapper in a generally black rap, more or less, society, and having to prove himself in that, and then also coming out of a small town, always being told no, always being told that you're not good enough, being told that whatever you're dreaming is wrong. For one, anybody that's listening that hears that, for you to listen to what someone else thinks of your dream, just move on. I mean, absolutely move on from it, because who are they? I mean, if they're not one of those people that can inspire you or help lift you up, just get them out of your life now, because all it's going to do is drag you on. That's one of the best pieces of advice someone gave to me, was the fact that I used to hang around a pretty bad crew for some people, and I felt it was my duty to bring these people with me in whatever I did. And it made me definitely, I kind of look at it like this. So you can have like a $50, not $50, 50-pound weight that you carry with you, but you want to make it to that end of the block. So that's where your goal is, that end of that block. If you have to carry that 50-pound weight and it's not carrying itself, get rid of it. I mean, you have the option of leaving it back at the corner that you started on, and you'll get there that much faster to your goals. So I really challenge everybody to not be drowned by other people around you. That's something that you can definitely do. I remember being in school, always feeling like I had to be that guy who was known for the girls or having the girls or more or less having the best outfit. I needed to be that cool kid who had gotten in a fight before, because all my other friends had. And that in itself started to drown me because you're not yourself. I always try to tell you guys, like, the power of I am. What does that mean? I mean, you might be able to know your name, but as soon as you find who you are, everybody around you's opinions or the things that are holding you back, you won't even have to worry about because you're focused on your own path, not this made up fantasy that you and your friends have been talking about. So I definitely challenge you guys to do that. Sorry, I got lost there, but shout out to True Dempsey. That's kind of where I went down that path, is because he found himself and he stayed true to it and didn't let anybody tell him no. Not a single person. I mean, I still could open TikTok today and find somebody that's kind of hating on a brother, but he takes his comments, posts it, and then uses it as ammunition. So that's one way that he does, is being true to himself and ignoring the ones around you. The next guest we had for drowning was the Smash Bros, the TikTok kings, the YouTube stars. I mean, the craziest people I've seen in Minnesota going around to colleges. And we were blessed with the opportunity of them coming all the way to Chanhassen to come to Latin Evolution Radio. It was nuts. They had the whole crew in here. They did another one too where they got a videographer as well. So they should have a video coming out soon. And what they did, I mean, what they can relate to the drowning topic is they were in college. They're young adults that are trying to find out what it's like to maybe find their dream job, their passion. Obviously, they're hoping that what they're doing is going to take off, which it is. And I think that they might not even need the college afterwards, but, more power to them. And that being said, I mean, that even goes to show, I mean, from the first guest, you have a small town rapper trying to do things that no one else ever has before. And then you also have somebody who's known for being a college, like not frat boy, but more or less life of the party, who still faces their demons too. And then you have someone like me. I mean, I'm always known as being happy, positive all the time, always have a smile on my face. But that doesn't mean I'm not drowning as well. So I just want to show that we all are in this together. I mean, I think a lot of people forget the fact that we're all on the same ship. That's how I kind of look at it. Like we might have different destinations, but we're all in this together. And I think the more people forget about that, is the more that we kind of lose that human connection and human touch that we have. So definitely keep the ones around you. Challenge yourself to have those conversations. Be that person that actually speaks up, and be at work, school, home, your goals. Take that second to breathe. Definitely take that second to breathe, because you can move a little too fast, stretch yourself too thin, and that can give you that impression that you're not built for this life that you're going through, because you have so much on your plate. I mean, you might be able to like the food, but that doesn't mean you have to eat it all and put it all on your plate, because sometimes it takes the ones around you to help you eat. That's a good way to look at it. That was definitely a good way to look at it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Just want to say thank you for the folks on our live here. Christine, Tyler, Lydia, Flora, everybody for tuning in to Latin Evolution Radio on the Zay Show. Thank you. If you're listening and you're a person who's renting, because I see a couple of you guys that are on here that pay rent, quit it. I'm going to get you in contact with the Delgado team. They are the best team of realtors in the state, and I know them personally. There's some cool people. Shout out to Yvonne and Isaiah. Best people I know, and I want to say thank you to them. They need a little shout out here and there, because they're doing big things, and I want you guys to be a part. Definitely want you guys to be a part. This past couple weeks been crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Started a new job. I'm working at McKay's Dodge. They're in Waite Park, Minnesota. Having an amazing month in the car business. Want to say thank you to all my customers and fans on that too. And all you guys are watching the show too. You're coming in saying, "Oh, I saw your show. I definitely saw your show." And I'm just like, man, I appreciate it. Tune in next Thursday, because Thursdays are the most crazy day in Minnesota, because we have JC's round one. You got the Zay show with Isaiah Jeremiah Williams coming at 6:15. Today was 6:30. That's okay. And then you have Rose Marley's show at 9 o'clock, which we are going to spice some stuff up. It is hot. You have to tune in. You most definitely have to tune in. I just want to see how everybody's doing. I want everybody to keep messaging me. The next topic we have is Trapped. I'm going to let you guys simmer on that for a second. What does that mean? What is that going to be? I mean, that's close. Like, it's very relatable to the drowning topic, except I think there's other ways that people can look at it. I mean, I know people who feel entitled to being at a job because they don't know if they'll be able to provide for their kids, or they won't be able to. They feel like they'll lose everything on the line if they don't give up that job that they're at. I did that. I definitely did it. And I lost myself in that process. You're trying to be someone else. And I felt trapped to be like, I have to show up every day. I have to be this person. I have to have a smile on my face. Which, don't get me wrong, all those things help. But if you don't want to do it for the right reason, trapped. Most definitely trapped. So I challenge you guys to get out, because there's so many ways to get out. So we're going to have some special guests coming in for that. I don't even want to announce who it is yet, because I wanted to just have like a drama effect on you guys on the Zay Show. That's kind of what we're known for doing, is bringing some crazy guests on here. So definitely stay tuned into that, because we're doing some crazy things. And also shout out, I have people who've been going to Tiny Heart Studios to do their makeup before going there. I want to shout out Dollface Beauty with Marisol Garcia. Her number is 320-247-0872. Please take that number, save it, and make sure that you take your lady out, your wife, I mean, be it your daughter's 18th birthday, whoever you want. I mean, bring them to her, and they will make you look immaculate. Immaculate. Back to the trap topic. Believe it or not, I was in a situation where I was literally trapped in a closet, physically, me and my sister. And that was back when me and my mother and sister, we got taken by this guy all the way to North Dakota. And at that time in my life, I couldn't really pay attention to what was going on. I had no idea what was going on. For one, I hate North Dakota because there was not much going on at the time, which I see why. But my mom was put in a situation where she felt she had to do whatever this man said, or else for her well-being. And I just remember seeing through that little keyhole, or that hole in between the door and I guess the hinge, and I'd see her get beat, tossed, assaulted. And thank you so much, Mama Rochelle, for getting out and getting us out too, because we are becoming amazing for the ones around us. It takes those stories that we went through of being trapped. I mean, I was trapped in a relationship too, like where I felt like I couldn't leave, and I did something stupid to get out of it. Don't recommend anybody to do it, but I definitely learned from it. So there's so many ways that we could relate to that trapped topic. I mean, we're even trapped as a society now. If anyone wants to challenge me to that, I know we are. And it's like, we have to find a way out. I mean, it takes literally, if we can all come together, it's easier to open doors. I mean, is it not? Correct. Mentally trapped. Huge. You can mentally trap yourself so much. Self-talk. I was just watching a Joe Rogan podcast, actually, because self-talk can literally be the key to your life. If you tell yourself that you are shit, you're going to have a horrible day, you're just not what you want to be. You just feel depressed, down, bad, not good enough, feeling like, you know what it's like, mentally trapped. How do you get out of that? Everyone can talk about that, but how do you get out of it personally? Me, what I used to do is I used to read motivational quotes until each one of those quotes showed, like, I could relate to and say, you know what, that is me. And then I kind of put my mind in a different way of thinking. I'm like, okay, you know, and it gave myself some freedom to be different than what I thought I was, if that makes any sense. So I started telling myself, dude, you're great, man, you're amazing. And that's what I've been going through the past couple of years. And people can easily get it confused as being cocky, arrogant, not humble, more or less. But I think if you knew the story, you'd be proud too. So definitely take that with a grain of salt, because it's not cocky or arrogant just because you're finding who you are and you want to be vocal about it. I mean, some people are more vocal than others. There's some people are super proud of themselves, but they just feel like they can't tell anybody because they take it as cocky or confident. No, girls and boys, be you. Be you to the full potential of you. I don't care if anyone else doesn't like you, because I guarantee you woke up not liking everybody. I guarantee you. Papa Mike would be so proud of the man you become, sharing the shine and positivity. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Tyler. Thank you so much. Shout out to my grandpa Mike. If anyone doesn't know, I was raised with my grandmother Connie and my grandfather Mike in right, yeah, that was St. Cloud, Minnesota, real close to the river there, where they do fireworks. And a lot of people don't know this. I mean, you want to talk about trapped or drowning. I went through it so young. My mom wasn't able to take care of me in Cadesia. So luckily, I had grandparents that did. They took me in. And by them doing that, um, one day I remember it like it was yesterday. I was upstairs and I heard a big thump, and it was at nighttime. And you know me, I'm just went sprinting down them stairs real quick. And unfortunately, that night my grandmother had passed away, and I was the first one to find her, the first one to tell my grandpa, like, grandma's not waking up, like, what do I do? And I remember I sat by her body just cold, and I couldn't cry. I didn't know what was going on. I absolutely had no idea what was going on. And after that, obviously the cops ended up leaving. They ended up taking her body. It kind of went cloudy after that, but it took my grandfather went into drinking very bad, and a lot of my people that have been watching the show have reached out saying alcoholism and how bad it is. I mean, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me falling into alcoholism myself. I mean, with my DUI, and we can talk about that another time, the butterfly effect. But when my grandfather did that, we just weren't able to watch me and Kadeja, my sister. And so my sister was split up from me right at, I don't even know how old I was, in kindergarten. She went with my other grandparents in, what state is that? One of the Virginias. Oh, the West one. Yeah, West Virginia. And then it was just me and my grandparents. And then when my grandmother had passed away, my grandpa just was able to watch me. And then he couldn't do it anymore. Just after so much. I mean, I couldn't do it either. I mean, if my wife had passed away and it was just me and I'm watching, it's not even my kid. So I commend him for doing that. And that's my dad. I mean, my grandpa Mike is my dad. So all the grandfathers and grandmothers out there, thank you for what you do, because I think it's not not appreciated enough in today's day and age. So when that had happened, I'm very happy my grandfather got over the alcoholism after a couple years. It took him a while. It definitely took him a while. I remember when I was living with my aunt and uncle after that, a couple homes after that, and he was still going through that. But I remember when he started to make that change, he started to get so happier. He's in the comments, if you're looking, it was talking about in regards to my grandpa always spread that positivity. Like, he'd be that guy that's outside, but he wouldn't let you know he was outside, so it was kind of irritating. But he'd be out there just to make your day. I mean, and he would make sure that people used to call him Sunshine. So like he made sure that every single person he talked to, I mean, he would make smile, and why not? I don't know where I was going with that, but it goes to show, like, even throughout all those days, like, I can have this outlook that I have and touch these young souls and even older souls too. I mean, I'm getting told from people I used to look up to that I'm inspiring them to come out about the things that they've kind of hidden from the world as their own filter. And I'm glad I can be that person for these people, because that means the world to me if I can be the leader, of the front runner. I don't mean that cocky, but I mean, like, if I can help anybody in any way, that's huge to me. That is priceless. We got a lot of big things coming in regards to helping out the community. So thank you everybody that's been tuning into the Zay Show, because all this attention and all these shares, your likes, your comments are really reaching people who need help. Like, we're going to be helping out some kids in regards to getting their GEDs, their diplomas. If you need help buying a house, we have a whole team to do that. You need help buying a car, we have a team to do that. Just spreading positivity and spreading things that some of us just don't know about. So thank you all, every single person that is watching, because you are appreciated and you are family with Latin Evolution Radio. And I don't mean to make you guys cry. We definitely appreciate you. And we definitely appreciate you. But that's seriously it. Like, you can go through those days on drowning, being trapped, being broke, being homeless, be it anything. There is light at the end of that tunnel. You might not see it at this time. I know a lot of you guys do not see it at this time. They're like, man, how can this guy be so positive? And how's he know that there's light at the end of my tunnel? Man, because I've been through it. Like, when I say I've been through it, I've been through hell and back. And I stand my 10 toes just knowing that, I mean, whatever your higher power is, I know God has good things for me. I absolutely know it. So I never give up, and the opportunities present themselves. They really do. If you keep your head down, sorry if you can't hear me on the mic, if you keep your head down, you're not going to see these opportunities and these amazing people that love you and want to see you succeed, want to see you do good, want to see you prevail. You won't see them if your head's down and you're just worried about what happened yesterday. I mean, you woke up today. You got to breathe. You get to breathe, see, like, you can feel stuff. Like, I'm getting lost in words because I feel this so much, and I'm so passionate about being grateful on waking up today. So everyone that's even watching, I mean, blessed, absolutely blessed. Give yourself a pat on the back for not giving up today and continuing to move forward. Don't fall backwards, fall forward, because why would you want to go backwards? Each day you should be learning. Just because your main plan doesn't work doesn't mean that there's not another one that will present itself and be that much better. And I hope you guys can use me as an example, because I'm here to help. I'm definitely here to help. And every time I have fallen forward, and I might have not seen it at first, but every single situation, be it me losing my grandmother, losing that connection with my mother and father at a young age, and rekindling it now, being split up with my siblings, finding out I have more siblings now, losing a job, losing your car, being homeless, I mean, literally not having any food to eat. If you keep your head up and good things come, look at me now. I mean, I'm overweight. I started eating now, and I got my own house, car, good job, amazing opportunity on the hottest radio station in the world, Latin Evolution Radio, live. If you hear that echo, we just threw that in. But great opportunities are here, and they're presenting themselves because I never gave up. And I don't want you guys to give up either. So if you need my number, it's 320-380-4711. Not only can that number save your life, but it can also get you a great deal, okay? Back there. No one's back there to give me a high five. Thank you. The Zay Show's taking over. We're doing great things all over Minnesota. We're going to make a trip to North Dakota here soon. We got some special things going out there. Good family member of mine just started his own coffee house, more or less. And you know I love coffee, so I got to cover that. Talk about the Trapped theme. We're going to get some 3 guests for that. We like these mini-series. I love these mini-series. Just like on Netflix, if anybody knows, the best things on Netflix always come in those short series. If you don't know, now you know. Where'd you hear it? The Zay Show, okay? And so I really hope I touched on a lot of the things in regard to drowning and showing how to breathe through them. And the key to it on all my guests and all the people I've talked to is be you. And if you don't know what that is, message me and I'll send you some things to help you find that. Take those extra moments to invest in yourself. Read a book. I was actually very upset that I wasn't reading. Like, I was at my house today and I have this bookshelf and it's filled with video games. I don't even have a single book on there, man. I need to start training my brain a little bit better because I want to get better as myself. I just hit 25 years old. There's a lot of growing to do. I'm still getting out of that trap. I'm still finding my breath in drowning, okay? But just know we're in it together. We're all humans. We're all one together. We're all put on this earth. So let's do it together and let's find these keys of success together. I might be cutting it a little short today just due to the fact I was a little late today, but that doesn't mean it's not as much of a good show because that's what we do here. It's the Zay Show. We have the best show. So thank you to the people. And if you're drowning, if you're trapped, if you feel like you can't breathe, if you feel like you're alone, you feel like you need help with your business, Zay's here. The man with a plan, okay? So thank you so much. Everybody download the Latin Evolution Radio app. Everybody message me if you got a problem. And if anyone needs a car, truck, van, SUV, definitely hit me up, because if you need it, I got it. And if I don't got it, you don't need it. Same with the houses, the Delgado team. Best in the business. Latin Evolution Radio. Hottest in town. All these things that we're achieving, and we're achieving them together. Thank you so much. And let me know. I've actually been doing things on my story where I want to get a little more. I want to hear from you guys. So I'll start asking questions, and I want to talk about some of the problems that you guys address, because not everyone's like able to make it to Chanhassen every time, because I mean we all work, we're busy. But if you have topics that want to be brought up, or you want to feel like you have a voice and you're too afraid to put your face out there, I can be that voice for you. I'm not ashamed to say anything. I mean, I'm really not. Shout out to my mom. She's watching right now. Thanks, Mom. We appreciate you. And I'm proud of you, too. I know that you're proud of me, but if it wasn't for you not giving up, I wouldn't be able to have this voice for the ones around me. So thank you, Mama. And I got something special planned for you for Mother's Day. I'm going to let that be known now. Latin Evolution Radio and Isaiah have something special for you. So thank you to all the mothers out there, most definitely. Yeah, and if anyone else needs anything, you know the number, 320-380-4711. Hottest radio station in Minnesota, and the hottest team out there with Latin Evolution. And if you need it, we got it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Woo!
That ain't never try, yeah. Have your ice real frozen, you might get frostbite, yeah. I just wanna do the dash. I'ma always put you first, never put you last. Way you shake that ass, make me wanna throw some